it's me. I think I'm officially live. I hope I am, anyways. Um, and this might be sort of a weird thing, but because I wasn't planning on going live again today, but I've just been pretty stressed out about the future. So, what I like to do when I'm stressed is I like to work in an agenda, but I don't really have that much to do in my old agenda because although the only things I have to do all the time are the same things of applying to jobs, cleaning, packing, and training for my trip coming up, and I cannot deal with that right now. I just was like, no, I need something a little different to do. So I have my new planner that I got in the mail, but I haven't done anything with it yet. So I thought I would go through the beginning of it where you set your goals for the coming year, the month, and talk through that while I'm live because I had a lot of fun going live the other day and it might be a nice little distraction for me. So that's my current plan. And then if anyone has any comments or goals that they have for the upcoming year, which, I know it's not the middle of the year, the calendar year, it's the middle of the calendar year, but that's fine. It can still be a start of something. And that's kind of how this planner is a middle of the year. It's from July through June. So my old calendar, I have still a month and a week left of it, my old agenda, but I'll be gone for 2 weeks of that. Well, 3 weeks, because 1 week in Wisconsin, then 2 weeks in the Grand Canyon and the Southwest. So I don't really have anything to do with it anyways. So that's why I'm doing this. So thank you to whoever is tuned in right now. Hello. And let's just kickstart this before I have a panic attack or something stupid. I did a few weeks ago, I just said ago twice, pick my word for the year. So my word for the year will be adventure because I'm moving across the country. So I feel like that's a pretty good word. And I also put in parentheses is out there. So it's adventure is out there because of, Up and Disney, which I do like and a fan of. So this is a day designer planner. And it's theoretically helps you plan with a purpose. So that's what we're going to do. Plan with a purpose. And the purpose is to calm down. So the first thing it asks is to do this assessment of where am I in life. So that's great. I love thinking about where I am in life and how I'm not where I would love to be, probably. And it comes with this bookmark thing, but the bookmark is not even operating, so I'm going to take it out. Just says today on my folder. So the first thing is career. Career is very important, especially because I'm just beginning my career. So a little X is very important. So I'm a pretty extroverted person, but I would say not as I'm thinking about is for my social life. My social life under my career. Both is so important. Family is the next one. Family is super important. Person. I believe in being close with family, communicating with family regularly, staying in touch in whatever way is the best way for that. Just because I think it's important to stay in tune with people who are, hopefully close to you and if possible. So family is very important. Then there's chores. I don't think chores are that important to me. They have to be done, but they're not oh my god, they this is the biggest thing ever. You have to do this. So I'm going to say neutral for chores. Oh, the options are very important, somewhat important, neutral, not that important, and not at all important. So now you have a more basis idea. Then we have TV and distractions. I would say TV and distractions are somewhat important for me. I get very stressed out. I need some way, some outlets. This could be counted, I would say, as a TV distraction type of deal, potentially. So I'm going to say somewhat important. Then spiritual. Spiritual is very important to me. I'm a Catholic. I believe in God. So spirituality is important to me. Physical, my physical body. I would say that is somewhat important to me. I want to be able to do things like go on hikes and go swimming if I wanted to, and just do things that are semi-physically taxing because I like going on adventures. I love exploring new places. So it's important to me that my body can handle those things. But it's not the biggest thing in my life. Volunteering, unfortunately, I would say is not that important to me right now. Not that I don't believe in like volunteering, it's just not something I really prioritize at all. Which sounds kind of bad now that I say that. Then education. So I just finished school. So I'll say education is neutral because lifelong learning obviously always important, but it's no longer like college is the number one thing that I'm doing with my life. Then we have residence. I don't know if that means like my home. I don't have a home right now, so I feel like I really want to prioritize like making up my like a new place feel like home. So I'm gonna say that's very important. As is the car I do not have. The car will symbolize freedom, mobility, a lot of things. So I'm gonna say very important. Clothes. I care a lot about my clothes, but I don't think they're like if I had to pick like rank them, they're definitely under my like social life. So I will put clothes as neutral. Food. Food is very important to me, so I will say somewhat important. I'm not like the biggest. Whoa, my pencil just broke, but it's cool because it's a lead pencil, so there's more of it. Entertainment, very important. I need constant things happening, or I get really bored quick fast. Vacations, because I'll be focusing so much on work, I'm gonna say vacations are neutral to me. But like mini adventures, definitely. Marriage, that doesn't even apply because I'm not married. I'm not even dating anybody right now. So, marriage, not at all important. Hobbies, I'd say hobbies are very important to me. And then I wrote YouTube, but YouTube really like encompasses like social media and I guess now like Twitch in general. So I would say that to me is somewhat important. Obviously, I really like it. I really enjoy it, but it's not going to be on the same level and scale as like my family, my career, getting a new apartment, moving. Like these things are like life goals and priorities and dreams of mine versus like a fun kind of like hobby extension of what I like to do, if that makes sense. So here's my self-assessment. If you can kind of see it. The next thing that this book says for me to do is to figure out what's important to me and figure out my values. My passions, and my strengths. I would say my first value is probably honesty. That's something that I really care about. And like if someone lies to me about something, that is like a no-go. Like, no, that is not cool. And it's very hurtful for me, even if you like had like good intentions or you had a good idea behind why you had to lie to me, but I don't really appreciate it. So I'm gonna say that value, my top value, is honesty, though they're probably not really in any crazy order because I can't just because I think of honesty first doesn't mean it's really the first one. Then let's see, how come I can't even like think of values? I have to Google types of values because I literally can't even think of any values. Oh, authenticity. That is a great value that I definitely believe in. Authenticity. That's very similar to honesty, but it's also about like being your true self, which I think is awesome. Let's see. Compassion. I think compassion is a big one for me. I may not be big on volunteering, but I do really care about people. And I think my twin is coming. It's my twin! Hey, Nicole.
Hi, Lauren.
I was like panicking, so I decided to go live again and fill up my agenda.
Nice.
This is my twin.
About to sneeze.
Oh no.
Never mind, it went away.
She no longer is sneezing. This is the kind of top quality content people follow for. The sneeze.
Yep.
Yeah. No one's saying anything in the chat. That's okay. Got 2 people watching. I'm trying to think of my top 5 values.
Nothing particularly obvious then?
Well, I got honesty, authenticity.
BuzzFeed quizzes.
I'm just pulling up this list.
Everyone likes a BuzzFeed quiz.
Yeah, I would say
What Disney
This
princess are you?
love. Well, I already put compassion. Justice. I like justice. That's a
Justice
good
League?
value. No, not the Justice League. Yeah. Nicole just got back from college, so we're back to our little banters back and forth. Very cute. I would say reputation is probably the last one. Not that it needs to be like, I need to be highly well known, but for the people who do know me, I want them to know that I'm like dependable and, that kind of thing. So then for my passions, I mean, my top passion is storytelling. Definitely. Storytelling. And then it'll be like film/TV. I would say I'm really passionate like about animals. I love animals. And I love Lord of the Rings. I'm going to put Lord of the Rings. I don't care that it's maybe a weird passion. And then I'm going to say right now, like yin yoga or like being in tune with myself. What is like that inner, I'll say just wellness as a passion of mine. And then we've got my strengths. Do I have strengths? Well, I must have some strengths. I'm a hard worker. I am organized. I feel like I'm filling out an application for a job. I'm organized, blah, 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 blah. I think I'm good with people. I'm creative. And I think that I have a big heart. So I'm going to write that down. Even if I don't have a big heart, it's being written down. Okay, I'm just grooving through my what's important to me. Now I have to figure out my goals. So I'm supposed to do my goals in 3, 6, 9, 12 months. So I have to think about it not quite 3, 6, 9, 12 months, but really more like starting if in like a month. So it's really 4, 7, 10, and 13 months. So let's see. In 3 months with my self-care, I mean, this might be basic, but I want to be showering at least twice a week. I would like to be doing yoga 3 times a week. And I guess in 3 months, that'll just be my goal. But then in 6 months, I want to do those things and then something else. What are some good ways for self-care for my health and happiness? Maybe watching a new movie once a month. At least a new movie once a week or something. Not one that I've seen before, but like a new film. And then in 6 months, I want to be maybe cooking a new meal once a week. And then in a year, I want to be really keeping a gratitude list. Because I have a gratitude journal that I write in like every couple days. But it's not like consistent, and I think it'd be better if it was consistent. Relationships. So this is friends and family. So I'd say 3 months. Call my family members once a week. Then 6 months, probably still keep calling my family members, but also let's include my friends. Let's include calling / seeing friends. And I have no ideas for ways to do that. I'll just keep the same goals for 9 and 12 months because I really don't know what else I would say. Personal development. How does one personally develop themselves when they're done with school? I guess, other than LinkedIn Learning. Let's not do LinkedIn Learning. I could go to museums. How would you, Nicole's back. How would you personally develop yourself?
I mean, I like reading.
Oh yeah,
So,
reading.
you know, read some more Stormlight Archive.
Yes.
Theorize.
Reading.
Be fearful of the Duolingo owl and start a language.
Yeah. Start a new language. Yeah, so I'm planning my goals right now. Hello, Bean. Planning my goals for the next 3, 6, 9, 12 months, and I'm having trouble coming up with goals. It's fine. One day I'll come up with goals.
Reachable, attainable.
Yeah, they need to be
goals.
smarter. They need to be smart goals. Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. Woo. Small or big goals? Well, I think the 3-month goal should be like a smaller goal, but by the 12-month goal, it needs to be, I'd say, a bigger goal, so like they can kind of escalate in stature. So I'm doing personal development category right now. I already did self-care and relationships. So personally development, to tag onto the reading goal, try reading 10 pages a day. That definitely sounds attainable. Well, no, my sister's laughing at me.
Laughing.
She's so laughing at me.
Laughing.
Yes, 10 pages a day at least is definitely attainable. I also wrote explore a new place.
You could read the Silmarillion.
I don't know if that's personally development. Personally developing myself. But it's definitely a good read.
We're not doing book recommendations. But, oh, there's the camera. Jurassic Park.
I actually haven't read Jurassic
It's
Park.
a better book than it is a movie.
Oh my god, that was so loud and I was not expecting that.
Sorry.
But, alright, Nicole, I will read it. It'll add to my list.
If you want a disappointing book,
Oh my god.
you can read The Andromeda Strain.
The Andromeda Strain is the scariest film I've ever seen.
I would say it's less scary in book form, but it depends, I guess, how visual you are.
Oh, Bean, are you talking about Jurassic Park? Probably, because people probably never knew that was a book either. They just think about it as the dinosaurs.
Yeah, no. Michael Crichton. He's a dude.
He's a dude.
He's a great dude. Great author. I guess I know nothing about him individually.
Do you have any book recommendations for me to add to my list? Anybody watching? Also, I need another personal goal for me to be doing in 9 months' time to personally develop myself. Maybe learn a new recipe. Well, I already kind of learned a new recipe with self-care. I don't know. Keep up to date with attend a Bible study. I'll write that. I gotta keep breaking my lead. It's like I'm writing too stressfully. Okay, I need one really big goal. Be happy with myself. Maybe that should be my goal. Kurt Vonnegut books. Yeah. He's good. He has a crazy mind. Kurt Vonnegut. Oh my god. What book was I just talking about? That was a Kurt Vonnegut book. I'm not sure. Is you Slaughterhouse-Five? That's like the one everyone talks about. Yeah. Do you have a favorite Kurt Vonnegut book that I should read? What should my big goal be? Nicole.
Do a split.
Do a split. That is not personally developing me. Never stop growing. What did I write for my personal development last year? Maybe I can just steal from last year's goals. Read the news? I wrote read the news?
You want to read today's news?
Fine. Cat's Breakfast of Champions. All right, I'm going to write that down on my little post-it note here. Breakfast of Champions. I always appreciate a good book recommendation. Yeah. All right, I guess reading the news will have to do.
What type of news?
Like a LinkedIn news briefing.
Okay.
I also get Morning Brew to my inbox, but I usually just delete it. Resources, time, and money. I feel like increased savings is like all the rage. Increased savings. I feel like that's the same for every month. Or have any savings. And then vocation, job, career, community. I'd say my goal for the next in 3 months is to have a job in the film industry. And then I'd say in 6 months, maybe like join a community string orchestra. Then 9 months, maybe dance classes. Start making a digital portfolio from products. I do have a portfolio. Like I have a website and it has a reel on it for my digital portfolio. I also have like links to all my films. I just graduated from film school. But a video cover letter, that is a really good idea that I admittedly did not really think about. Thank you. It was really a crazy time to be in school. But I'm really happy that I graduated. I'm like also sad that I graduated because now I'm done with college and college was the best, and I'm currently back home at my parents' house with my bunk bed behind me. But thank you very much for your congratulations. And seriously, a video cover letter, that's like such a good idea. If someone would watch it, that would be great. Okay. Got my goals.
It's so weird that they like flip it, you know?
Yeah, what you doing?
I'm just snooping.
She also just graduated college.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Oh my god, it was just yesterday?
It was yesterday.
Yeah, it would be more entertaining than reading a page of text to see a video cover letter. Especially if I like edit it all fancily, but like some jobs you apply to, I send like emails to some like random person and they never reply to me.
Thank you, Bean. Bean.
Yeah. Twinsies. Go twins. Twins forever. Okay.
Now there's proof that you have a twin.
Yes. Now I have to actually plan how to get to those goals. It's so much easier to write goals down than actually plan how to get there. Let's see. I think my first goal, my first big goal, will be have a job in the film industry. So monthly action will be, um, oh hey Cameron Geo1, you work in the film media industry. Yeah, I know things are crazy from like my internships and like a couple like small little jobs I've had, but it just it's just like my big dream to be a filmmaker. So yeah, my dream is really to be a director. So like that's what I concentrated in at film school, directing. I have tried bullet journaling. It didn't like work for me because I spent so much time making the bullet journal like look good that I didn't like write in it. So this agenda that I have, for instance, like the days are very like thorough. Like it looks like this. I don't know if you can see it, but it has like a daily agenda and then a to-do list and like things due today, and it even has like a spot for gratitude, and people are just go go go. It does appear that way when I was on like a film set recently, like a professional one. It was just like there was nonstop, just boom boom, boom boom. It Yeah, it's better than making myself. Like, do I have to pay for this? Yes, I have to pay for this. But honestly, it makes my life easier. And if it makes my life easier, then that's what I'm gonna do right now. Like I just gotta do what a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. You work on the IT side of things, but you get to work with cool companies. I think the IT people are so cool. At my last internship, I became really good friends with the IT guys, and they're the best. Very in like totally necessary. Like without the IT department, like everyone is doomed. Like completely utterly doomed. Um I have to pick my top 10 goals for the year to work on. I guess I'll pick my reading goal. Read more books. I used to read a ton of books like all the time. And then high school and college really got me. I did an internship in Burbank. So last summer, sorry, I'm like adjusting. Last summer, I was working with Madison Square Garden Entertainment in the Sphere Studio out in Burbank. So that was doing like video editing. Um, yeah. Do you get out in nature at all? I do get out in nature. I'm actually planning my big trip that I'm like training hiking for is actually going to the Grand Canyon and a ton of national parks for 2 weeks with my twin. So, oh, hey, Kivyu Kyoku. I hope I got that sort of right. Um, yeah, so I go on a lot of hikes. There's some like woods near my house that my mom, my dog, and I have been going hiking in to prepare because we're going to be hiking a lot of places in the Grand Canyon. We're going to Arches National Park, the Needles, like Monument Valley. I love going outside. I love like especially looking at like the trees and light coming through the trees. Um, I've never been to like the Southwest. I went the farthest I've been for a while was Nashville. Then I went to LA, but I like didn't go anywhere like Vegas, Arizona, anything like that. So I'm really excited. Um, it is also pretty hard to plan when there's so much like unknown. I agree. Like right now, I don't even know where exactly I'm gonna be living because I don't have my apartment like nailed down yet. Um, The Grand Canyon is huge. I'm definitely not seeing the entirety of the Grand Canyon. I'm just seeing, like, my sister and I are staying by the South Rim, and that's also still really big, like in the Yavapai Lodge area. So that is where we're going to be staying. So that's the part of the Grand Canyon that we're going to be seeing. But yeah, it's really big. We're doing like a road trip where we're going to be like, we're renting a car and we're driving around a bunch of places. But um, I can't wait to see it. I've never been. Yes, Horseshoe Bend. Horseshoe Bend is definitely on our list. Yes, absolutely. And Yosemite. Yes, I would love to go to Yosemite. I don't think we're going to make Yosemite in this trip, but I really hope that like super soon we will make that trip because it would be great. Like I just it makes me really excited to think about like all these new places we're going to see. And yeah, nature can really like make you feel like small, but to me when I feel like small in nature, it's more like I feel part of like a really big thread. Like instead of just being like my own like self just like waddling around, I'm part of like this big tapestry of life. And I might be on a little string, but like we need all of the strings to make like this beautiful image. So yeah, that's just like how I feel about things, and hopefully it'll just like be mind blowing. Like I'm sure it will. I don't know how it wouldn't be. Let's see. Increase savings. I feel like that's for now my only goals that I'm gonna be keeping will be my top 4 goals, and then maybe as I actually like move on, then I will figure things out. My buddy just did a small backpacking trip. A bear came into your spot. Oh my god, that would terrify me if a bear just like appeared. Now it's funny because when I go on road trips or stuff, I'm always like looking for bears like in the woods, and I have seen a couple bears like in the wild, but that's whack. Where were you that you did this trip and you saw a bear? Like, I don't know if it's like a camping ground or like a big area that I would recognize. Probably not. Probably just some local place to you. Um, okay, mountains in Colorado. Yeah, that sounds like a good spot to find some bears. But I'm glad you must have made it out okay since you're here in this chat. But that does sound like really scary. Did you have like a bear bag and stuff to put all your goods in? Okay, yeah, you hung the food up, so I was curious. Well, I'm glad that you had kind of hung stuff up and were, keeping things, safe. That's good. I go camping with my family, not the past couple years because I was traveling, but um, like on an island, so we don't have to worry about bears on the island, but that would definitely be stressful. Sniffing your hammock. Oh my God, you weren't even in a tent? You were in a hammock? Oh my gosh, I think I would just have a heart attack and just like die right then and there, honestly. Oh my gosh. Um, let's see. Cooking new meals. Guess when I cook new meals, I will look for new recipes. I'm very happy you're buying a tent after that trip. I thoroughly approve of that plan. Definitely. Hey, Squat Ward. I'm currently not gaming, but it's fun to think of myself as a gamer girl. Currently planning my goals for the next year because that's what I do when I'm stressed out. I need to like write things down and plan for the future because if you can't control the present, control the day. The game of life. Oh yeah, I'm playing the game of life. Playing the game of life so hard that I have no clue what I'm really doing. I'm just rolling the dice and hoping for the best. Yeah, so it's very meta, I guess, when we play an actual game, huh? If we're all gaming 24/7. Except some people seem to have gotten a great head start, and other people are just like flailing around. Somewhere in the middle. I feel like I have a lot of great things going for me, but at the same time, I have no idea what I'm doing. So that's great. You a filming student? Yes, I used to be a film student. I just graduated from, I went to Temple University in Philadelphia. I just graduated May 5th. So, yes, I'm a I'm a former film student. Yeah, I loved being in film school. First year, very exciting. You have so many great things ahead of you. You're going to learn so much about yourself as an artist. And everybody out here just winging at life. Yeah, we are really winging it. Um, I know there's like luck, and then there's also like preparedness so that you're able to like seize opportunities that come your way. And I'm definitely like thinking about that, like how to seize the opportunity, seize moments, and just like accept things as they are, but like take advantage of them. It can be just hard sometimes to seize a moment because sometimes there's like something I get nervous, but then you could really miss out. Let's see. So this goal now is reading more books. So I'd say monthly, I gotta buy books or rent books or some kind of checking out of books. Then weekly, I actually have to read books. And then daily, let's say 10 pages. Um, Book progress. Then my final goal that I'll be writing for now. Give you 2 minutes. Oh, no problem. Takes a lot of failure to be cognizant of those moments, otherwise patterns will repeat and you'll become stagnant. It definitely takes, yeah, failure is the biggest way to learn. And I hate that. I hate that that's true. I hate that that's like even a thing at all because it's so annoying. But it is what it is. Like, you're moving through life and you're going to make mistakes. I've definitely made mistakes, and it's just trying to figure out how to make less mistakes and move forward. But I am definitely afraid of being static. I don't think I'm that like stagnant in my life because I'm always like feel like I'm pushing for new things, or I've been like working and trying to get new like social media jobs and things like that. But and definitely like afraid of being stuck in a rut somewhere. Happy little mistakes. Yeah, Bob Ross is just an icon. Happy little mistakes. Yeah, that would be fun. But I feel like a mistake, there's like mistakes, and then I feel like there's like big deal mistakes. I don't know if there's a better way to phrase it, but some mistakes, like, I feel like are really easy to bounce back from, and others, like, really haunt your soul. At least they haunt my soul. My dad just yelled something in the house. Oh, my dad just did the Wordle, and he got in 3 tries, if you can hear what's being shouted around the house. Go. Therapy. I love therapy. I have been in therapy for several years now, like 5 years now. Oh my God, 5 years of therapy. And I just did an intensive therapy program. So I totally approve of therapy. I think it can be really life changing and really tough sometimes, like especially when your therapist like really push at you. But that can be a good thing as well. I'm writing think before spending in this category of saving money because that's what I do. Why does the sun go on shining? Why does it see what's shore? Don't think that's the end of the world. The sun goes on shining because it must. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, it did sound familiar. The end of the world. It's rather depressing. Yeah, I was doing like trauma therapy, and it really was like mind-blowingly cool. I mean, not cool. Cool's the wrong word. But it was really helpful and very very helpful, like just really impressive what can be accomplished through some conversation with a professional. Yeah, I'll have to listen to that song again. Okay. All right, so for my ideal month and week, I'm going to wait until I actually have my job lined up because I can't really decide what I want to do with my month and my week until I know my work schedule. So, kind of derailed a bit from sharing all my plans and goals, but I do feel calmer. Yeah, I write down a plan with my for the year. I have this planner type. I just scratched my shoulder with my planner. I have these planners that give you a lot of spots to design your life. It's like a planner and an agenda. So I use that to kind of figure out what I want to be doing with my days. And I know it's not the most it's not the most flexible of ideas because you have a specific plan and you have a set goal and that's what you got to do, but I'm just not that mentally flexible. I'm working on it in therapy. um, Next entry, become a billionaire by June 1st. Yeah, that would be pretty crazy if I became a billionaire by June 1st. I would say that would not be one of my smart, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely goals to become a billionaire. Let's just go with getting a job. Because my job, I had a part-time job at school, but now that I graduated, that's done. And I have a contract job, but once that's done, I have no job. So that's my goal. I'm not trying to think about the big money. I'm just trying to think about the little dollars that'll pay the bills that I will soon be having. But yeah, being a billionaire seems surreal. Breaking into tech. I mean, I know JavaScript because I also got a business minor while at college. So I got my film major, BFA, and then a business minor. So I've taken some business classes. I know how to code JavaScript only. Um, but and I love cameras and that kind of technical thing, but I just love telling stories and I love making films that share a vision about something that I feel isn't talked about enough, or I want to increase more representation. A lot of my films have to do with some kind of mental illness. So that's just something that I just feel really passionate about. Definitely if in a few, once I move out to LA, if I don't have a job within a few weeks after I moved out there, I will certainly be a little more flexible with jobs that I'm looking into. But right now my hope is still to try to get a job in the industry. I did have a Google certification in Google Analytics for a time, but I think that expired because I think they only last a year. But hey, Squabber, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Yeah, I guess I can look into. I'm just keep adding things to my post-it over here. Yeah, I can definitely look into that. I guess it just kind of stresses me out. Thinking about abandoning my passions so early in my life. But I suppose it's not really abandoning, it's just kind of being practical. I'm definitely not above working on something that's not my dream job, because I know you don't get your dream job right away. I'm not that silly. I'm aware of that. But it's definitely still a goal of mine to be doing what I can. And so, yeah. I'm also I know JavaScript, but I'm not a pro at it. My sister, the one who popped in here recently, she's a computer science and math major, so she's really good at that stuff. Versus I'm only decent. Yeah, marketable skills. That's what my dad would say. Marketable skills. Yeah, I mean that's why it'd be really nice if I that's why I mean the job that I am really hoping to get is a job that uses some of my business sort of type knowledge and skills of strategy and organization, of a team, and combines my passion for the entertainment industry. So I'll have to see if that works out. But I do have a job interview tomorrow for something, which would be really exciting. So I'm probably one of the reasons I'm really stressed out is I have this interview and it feels a lot's riding on this interview tomorrow because of how crazy things have gotten with I don't know, because prices just keep going up for everything. So, and it's just like I'm just watching prices rise without a job. Thank you very much. I hope it goes really well. It'll definitely, I mean, as long as I generally interview pretty well, especially like first round interviews. It's more just like as they get more like higher up that I can get a little more nervous. But first round interviews, I almost always do, I feel like pretty well on. I mean, I'm happy that my resume at least like got me something because I feel like I've had a long stretch of just like flat rejections for stuff, and that can just be so disheartening and feel like what's wrong because I'll go to the career center and they'll be like, oh, your resume looks really good, and then I will try to like apply for stuff and then it's like nope, zilcho. So we shall see. But I think I'll probably end this stream pretty soon. I'm getting a little hungry, want a snack, and I just have stuff I need to get doing with mostly my room. Oh, my dog just broke into the room. Hey, Cal. Hi, puppy. Let's see. Can I rotate this so you can see the dog? My room's really messy right now because my sister just came back from college. Cal. Okay. He doesn't care. He's really sniffing something. Please don't start barking. Cal is barking at a shirt. Cal, it's a shirt. My dog is crazy. And thank you very much. I will be back later. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Okay, that was my time on Twitch. I was kind of got a little derailed from my initial planner, but here we go with also a little bit of a chat. If you're interested in joining the chats in the future, be sure to subscribe. Or, sorry, you can subscribe. Not yet because I don't have enough followers, but be sure to follow me on my Twitch team. Bye.